Maryat Lee. Maryat Lee, born Mary Attaway Lee, May 26, 1923, September 18, 1989, was an American playwright and theater director who made important contributions to post-World War II avant-garde theater, pioneering street theater in Harlem and later founding the Eco Theater, which developed drama productions out of oral history, life and career. Lee was born in Covington, Kentucky. Her father, Dewitt Collins Lee, was a lawyer and businessman, and her mother, Grace Dyer, was a musician. After graduating from the National Cathedral School, she studied drama at Northwestern University, but found it too artificial and commercial. She transferred to Wellesley College, where she graduated with a degree in religious studies in 1945, then did graduate study at Columbia University and received an MA from Union Theological Seminary. At one point she worked for Margaret Mead. Lee was a pioneer of street theater in the 1950s. On a commission from the parish council, she wrote and produced Dope, a one-act play about drug abuse that William French calls the original modern street play. It was performed in 1951 in a vacant lot in Harlem, the action including a junkie shooting up on stage. It attracted much press attention and was named one of the best plays of the 1952-53 season. It continued to be widely performed for 2 decades. In 1972, actors who had been in productions of the play died from heroin overdoses. During the 1950s, she also worked with Jacob L. Morneau at his Institute of Psychodrama. In 1965, when the street theater movement was becoming popular, she founded the Soul and Latin Theater, known as SALT, in East Harlem, and taught street theater classes at the New School. In 1970, she moved to Powley Creek, near Hinton, West Virginia, and in 1975 founded the Eco Theater, for which she developed plays out of oral histories. In 1984, she incorporated the Eco Theater and moved to Lewisburg, where she taught her methods to enable it to spread as a theater movement. She died from heart disease at her home there. Her papers are in the Regional and History collection at the West Virginia University Library. Philosophy. Lee used local people in her productions in both New York and West Virginia. She believed that by teaching untrained actors for the first time, she could bring out the hidden person underneath the roles and masks that society imposes. In a 1984 article in the precursor of Whole Earth Review, she wrote, "The words acting and actor have an association with pretension for most people outside the theater. I want something different. I just want people simply, and not so simply, to be themselves." She liked to quote Lope de Vega on the essence of theater: 3 planks, 2 actors, and a passion. Her brother John described this and the use of oral histories as making her theater close to ecology. Eco Theater initially used teenagers, who received a small stipend through a state grant for summer youth employment. Later she used unpaid senior citizens. Lee wanted to have the drama arise from the society and reveal its ideals, as in the medieval English mystery plays. Audience participation was a major factor in both New York and West Virginia, and Eco Theater performances were followed by discussions. William French, who has published journal and encyclopedic articles on Lee, noted that Lee gave co-credit to the actors for writing a double-threaded life. The Hinton play, a series of monologues and dialogues performed on a bare stage. That play, which detailed the lives of ordinary people from Hinton, West Virginia, had no particular narrative line, and sections were put in and taken out based on actors' availability. Crediting these performers was stretching the truth a bit, since Lee exercised firm artistic control over the final script, infusing it with poetic touches and revising it for economy and coherence. But, according to French, the script reflects her desire to create a people's theater. Personal life. Lee married an Australian furniture designer and artist, David Fowlkes Taylor, in 1957. He died in 1965. She was, however, openly lesbian or bisexual. She was a friend of Flannery O'Connor, who sent her drafts of her work for comments and suggestions, and exchanged many letters with her. Her sexuality has been used to argue that O'Connor was also lesbian, but the idea is generally rejected. Selected publications: Plays, Dope, 1953, Reverend Ed, 1967, The Classroom, 1968, published online, 2004, Day to Day, 1969, Four Men and a Monster, 1969, John Henry, 1979, published online, 2004, Essays, Street Theater in Harlem, Soul and Latin Theater, Salt Theater Quarterly, 2.8, October-December 1972, 35-43. Legitimate Theater is Illegitimate, in Toward the Second Decade, The Impact of the Women's Movement on American Institutions, ed. Betty Justice and Renate Poor, Contributions in Women's Studies, 25, Westport, Connecticut, Greenwood, 1981, ISBN 9780713221101. Tool One Thing, Drama Review 27.4, Anniversary Issue, Dreams, Proposals, Manifestos, Winter 1983, 47-53. Productions: 1950 Christmas Mystery Play, 1951 Dope, 1955 Kairos, 1960 Meet Handsome, 1963 The Tightrope Walker, 1964 Fulmania, 1967 Four Men and a Monster, 1968 After the Fashion Show, 1968 The Classroom, 1969 Luba, 1970 Day to Day, 1971 Fuse, A Mystery, 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 Fuse, A Mystery. 1978 Ole Miss Daisy, 1979 John Henry, 1980 The Day Hinton Died, 1982 The Hinton Play, A Double-Threaded Life.